And Faizi is breathing into his mic.
Can you get us
Faizi, growl. Sing a Cradle of Filth song right now.
What is happening? Can you guys hear me?
Say God hates us all.
God hates us all.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, brilliant. We have a new intro.
You're supposed to talk with your mouth, not your penis. Don't rub it up against the damn mic.
He's sounding right now. Oh, pot is
This
here.
is
Pot is
about to
here.
get-
Chatti is here. Chatti on the. Chatti on
Are insecure in a way that they'll actually just go with someone who is.
Sorry, boys, I'm back.
Okay, finally.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, let's start the podcast now.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do this.
Okay, fine. Intro again. Beard, intro again.
Okay. So, after come back from a rather long smoke, which will probably have been edited out. Welcome
To episode
to episode
6
6
Episode 6.
of
The Communist
Stoner
Propaganda.
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 Okay, we're good.
Uh,
Intro has been
Yeah,
done.
that's it.
Oh fuck, everyone watched Parasite, no?
Yeah, let's just start
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Okay. Oh fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So, the
So
one
this
thing
dude, right?
the one thing I felt about the movie was whichever role they were like, that guy wanted to be a driver and he was a pretty good driver. And this guy wanted to teach English and he was a pretty good teacher of English. Like they were actually pretty skilled people for the situation that they were in.
They
Basically
hustle,
like a bunch
bro.
of people from NIT.
This is their hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically all students at NIT, is like their life basically. This is how I got a job.
Good at everything.
You killed.
Yeah.
Wait.
Except for that part.
So is that
Except
why
for
you
that
don't
part.
have a job right now? Rahul, why did you get fired?
Nobody shall ever know.
Are you living in someone's basement, Rahul? I mean, sugar daddy.
I can hear people in the background.
They're locked in the basement. Like I have a whole rave going on in the basement. It's chill. I've recruited
I
people.
see.
Dude,
So what
but
you get-
that when that guy just stabbed the other guy, I was like, what the fuck just happened right now?
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect this.
So the
expect
movie-
that, yeah.
The cool thing about the movie is it like feels like it's about to wrap up couple of times.
Yeah.
Like when they all get jobs, you're like, okay, now it's gonna be peace. But then like
Dude, it was
people in the
amazing,
basement.
right? Like in the whole beginning, whole beginning of it was just beautifully done. Okay, like I really enjoyed that.
I
movie.
fucking love this whole movie.
The whole movie, yeah. I love the whole movie, but then like it had like this nice linear progression till a particular point, and then it just like drifted. Like fuck it, I'm taking this U-turn right now.
The one thing I did not expect was the fucking guy in the basement. That is one thing
Yeah,
I
right?
absolutely did not expect.
and he was drinking from that feeder thing, the nipple thing. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Exactly,
is all about
right?
this
And
guy?
this like
No, like they're very similar to like the NIT people because they're actually really good at bullshitting too.
And Faizi, which character in the movie did you most,
relate to.
What-
relate to? Yeah. Which character in the movie did you most relate to?
Relate to the most. I think it's the Stein guy.
The-
Actually
Kevin,
trying to get his
the-
whole
the
family
English teacher.
proper and then he got fucked in the end. Yeah.
The English teacher. Okay.
Yeah.
that dude got like brain damage.
Yeah.
And then he has that
Yeah,
whole
he basically
Yeah.
ended up
Fuck.
crazy, yeah.
But he comes back, right? He comes back though.
Yeah, he's alive. He has
Yeah,
brain
he
damage.
decodes his, dad
No, I mean-
code and shit.
Yeah, exactly. In the end, he figures it out, right? But then, so does it end on like him buying the house or like him dreaming?
No,
of
No,
buying-
no. That him dreaming of buying the house, right? So
Right,
like, but earlier on, the dad goes like, so the only way to like have a plan that doesn't fail is to have no plan.
When they're lying in the fucking flood.
and it's cool. Like that's when things actually flip, right? Because so
flood
when
was
like
the
the
beginning
flood
of the
happens, they show that like contrast between how the rich are like enjoying a picnic, while these guys are being
That's what
flooded the
tipped
fuck
up-
out.
that's
right?
what
And
tipped the dad
yeah,
off.
that's what
That is
starts
what tipped the dad
triggering
off.
the like.
So
because
like,
they're
when-
like
when
really flips
they have that,
when the other guy like when the killer guy is lying down and the the driver guy throws the keys to the rich guy.
Yeah.
He literally like holds the key, and then the first thing he notices is the smell. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he
exactly.
turns around, the dead
That's
guy,
apparently like a more Korean joke, which I don't get. Like, so the poor people smell of turnips.
of turnip exactly.
So I think that is like the straw that broke the camel's back when he was like,
Yeah, because
smell like, oh, it's a bad smell.
No,
And
Like,
then
there
the
was that
dad got
point,
like mad triggered, and he was like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
fuck
dude, there was
everything.
that point where both of them were holding an axe. The park guy and the dad were both holding the axe, and they were like, "We'll put on this Indian show or whatever." And then at that point, you saw his face, and I was like, "Some shit's gonna go down right now," you know?
Yeah. Watching like Korean movies, like
He was
we have like
literally pissed because
reviewed.
he realized that he wasn't invited for the birthday party.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
he was
invited
talking
just as a
about
worker, yeah.
exactly.
Do
He
I
was talking
fit
about
in
extra
there?
time.
Indian thing, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I'll pay you extra time. Consider this as your work day. It's like, what the fuck? Why would this guy say this shit?
So right now we have like reviewed two.
But
Korean
I really
movies.
thought I really thought the dad would fuck the mom. I really thought the dad would
and
fuck the
Parasite.
guy's wife.
Train to Busan and Parasite.
Oh.
And Train to Busan didn't show much of the Korean culture, but I think the Parasite is like a
Yeah.
window.
it's
into
a
the
pretty
Korean-
good view of society.
Yeah.
So this guy makes other
Korean
movies
society.
pretty much like this.
Yeah.
Like you guys should watch Strainpiercer. It's like a English movie, and the same guy directed it. And it's pretty much like, so in this, the society is depicted like vertically. Like poor people live at the bottom, and rich people live at the top.
Yeah.
And in that, it's a train.
Oh, poor people at the back.
So
of
that's
the,
like a
back of the train.
horizontal society
rich,
movie.
Rich people at the front of the train.
Huh? Yeah, rich people live in the front, poor people live in the back.
Back, yeah.
And there's a revolt.
Oh, dude, I think
Another
I've heard
thing
of this
that
movie. I think I've heard of this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
But yeah,
should
Parasite
watch
is a
the movie.
pretty
It's
good
a good
movie to
movie.
watch.
Another thing that I found interesting was the fact that Koreans also call their moms and dads Appa and Amma. Amma and Appa.
Fine.
Yeah, that's very common.
Bapuji. Did you hear that? Bapuji, right? I was like, Bapuji? Like,
Yeah,
what?
Not Bapachi, bro.
I wonder how that happened, dude. Like it's Papa, Appa, Amma,
Yeah, like,
Mummy.
how did it, like,
Okay, wait.
bro,
so
I'm
do you
telling
guys,
you,
there's like this
one second,
language.
I'm telling you, I have a propaganda. I'm telling you that India was like the most prosperous civilization for a long time, and during the whole Mesopotamian trade route, all of this like transported and went to different places through Buddhism and all of that stuff.
There's also a thing which is like, so people had a common language, and it was called Proto-Indo-European. So that's like
Yeah. Exactly.
So
bro,
that's
India
why like
is the
most of
cradle of
our
civilization.
word roots have the same sounds basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, India is the cradle of all
And they try and find like the
civilization.
most, they've apparently found words for things like mom, dad, door.
Yeah.
I think mom, dad would have been the first words that like okay, it's the first word that a baby speaks,
So-
and I think the first words that actual like civilization
Any language,
Yeah, that's what they're saying, right? The thing is, they could apparently trace words for every like mom, dad, daughter, sister, all relations on the dad side.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
words for those.
okay.
Some feminist gonna be triggered, bro.
Yeah, but like that's how it goes.
Dude, I don't think any feminists listen to our podcast.
Listen to this, yeah. Except like
Yeah.
They would have turned.
You'll
something.
never know, bro.
except certain JNU people.
Oh.
They will evaluate this shit. Fake fakir's complex situation.
We're definitely not communist.
Definitely not communist. We are communist with
Yeah.
a vibrator in the other hand. the memes.
Oh, dude. I love that picture, dude.
That picture is brilliant, bro. It's like a war cry.
Yeah. Whoever came up, that woman who came up with that picture, I'm just saying, yes.
And do you think she's Chinese? Do you think she's Chinese?
I don't think so. I think she's some European.
But like
chick.
looking at her
If
ass,
she
I think
is,
she's
she is
Chinese.
no longer with us.
Yeah. She was probably from Hong Kong before Hong Kong got fucked.
Okay, so next week we're watching we're watching Muton or something, right? That is next week's movie.
Muton. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hype up Muton for now itself?
Muthon.
Oh yeah. Fucking great movie, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Neven
how
Polly
do I
movie.
watch the
No
movie? It's
spoilers.
in theaters, right?
Yeah. Watch it.
Yeah, go to the theater, fucking watch that film. It's brilliant.
I don't
Pay the
think
money
it's
to
still
the
playing in
directors.
Bahrain.
They really deserve it.
Directed by
It
Geetu
should
Mohan
be.
Das, yeah.
Then
And
directed
produced by the
Geetu Mohan
Anurag
Das, produced
Kashyap
by
guy.
Anurag Kashyap.
Yeah.
I'll see if
And it's got brilliant
Anurag
actors.
Kashyap, yeah.
I didn't know Neven Polly could act so well, man. I didn't know Neven Polly.
Okay.
could act
Let's stop the hype.
Fucking brilliant.
Let's get to the topic.
Yeah.
so. Parasite
So,
was a good movie.
topic for the
worth
day.
Watching, but like it's. I mean, you should probably watch the movie to like understand the Korean culture and like appreciate their art because a lot of societies don't really make good movies. And like I think the progression-
Koreans have been making good movies for a while
yeah
too.
so
they
long
like
time.
the progression
Old
of
boy,
society- I think
2003,
Old boy.
yeah
fucking
I think,
brilliant.
I think the progression of
Yeah,
a society can be seen through how good their movies are.
Their art is generally.
Yeah, generally like art and movies. So
Art
yeah,
is a very good indicator of social
progression of a society
definitely.
because like I think creative endeavors cannot progress in a society that hasn't been developed.
And about the stuff that they actually care about, because in a society where there's a lot of censorship and stuff, art can never flourish.
Yeah.
But
That
then
is
in a
why
society where
we are very strongly against the Chinese.
Oh, but have you guys
Chinese,
seen
right?
Russian movies? Have you guys seen Russian movies?
Oh yeah.
They are
Russian movies are
fucking
great.
brilliant.
But Russia
Russian
is a paradox, bro.
No, Russian censorship
Yeah.
is very different. Russian censorship
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
you cannot
exactly.
say anything about Putin. Everything
Yeah.
else goes.
Putin is
Everything
amazing.
else goes.
Everything
you cannot
else
say gays, and you cannot say Putin. Like everything else
No,
is
you can't
totally
teach
cool.
about gays because gays don't exist in Russia.
right, exactly. But did you know that Russia has a gay radio station? Like a
What?
public radio station that's not been shut down.
Dude, they had
So I
some
was
crazy
fucking-
shit. So at one point of time, Russia had like they started the bootleg record things. So they
Yes.
have like records done on everything.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So I was like
They-
listening to this.
they
So-
record- what do you mean?
So there were like banned tracks in Russia right, during a time. They couldn't listen to American music or anything like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a bunch of guys used to like record like from a record.
Oh,
Right?
right. And then they used to ship it
Piracy,
to Russia, right?
OG piracy.
Yeah.
OG
Oh,
piracy.
OG
dude,
piracy,
I've done
bro.
OG piracy, dude. I've recorded from the TV.
Yeah. But like,
What did you record for the TV?
So
Was it?
back in the day, I used to have this Nokia phone that had like the recording option, but it didn't have a lot of internal memory. But records were like so shit that they were in like a few KBs. And so if I wanted to listen to a song on TV, I'll just like wait for the song to come on and record the song on my phone and then listen to it after
I discovered the internet early. I used to just download everything. So,
So yeah,
we were
about
gonna talk
Korean movies.
about-
Yeah, the only tiny scene is that like they exaggerate the
Emotions,
subtle
certain
bullshit that is
emotions.
happening in
The
society
sex?
to an extent.
No,
The sex?
certain
where
emotions.
it seems good.
Especially that woman
They
overreacting
exaggerate
to
the
everything.
sex. Yeah.
I think.
Dude, but then I think that's pretty normal. Like I think I feel like Koreans and like Indians, Asian culture is very closely tied to each other, bro. And you can see those links in.
yeah, exactly. There's like parallels.
Yeah, exactly.
If I say, how much do you think that is connected to how the language is set up? Like, if we if certain words in our language are very very stressed in like emotional words, like when you say happy, it's okay, like it's happy, like you're smiling. shocked. Okay, you're shocked, but like maybe the Koreans have like words for shocked that are meant to be said very loudly or something like that. How much do you think
Is
that?
this a segue to Veshapur?
How much do you think that affects the?
What is the
emotions
English word for
It's actually
Veshapur?
quite possible.
Hunger.
Hunger. What?
No. Hunger is not Veshapur.
Hunger is Veshapur.
Oh yeah, hunger is Veshapur.
Hunger is
Kodi.
Veshapur.
Yeah.
We're talking about Kodi. We're not talking
Kodi.
about
Aarti.
Koti.
Kodi. Aarti is other thing.
Kodi. Oh,
Aarti is greed. Kodi is.
Bro, but like
Yeah.
about what you said, I think it has a huge correlation because most Asian languages are phonetic languages. So like
Yeah.
for example, if you say like shocked in Malayalam would be like yettipoi. You know, like yetti. Like there, like you listen to that itself, you like fucking like get shocked or whatever. You know, like
So, the point I was trying to make was I think that really connects back to how people express emotions depending on the
True.
language that they speak.
and did you know that like Asian like or like say Mandarin speakers or Indic languages speakers they have
oh, they did
so
that in this
scientifically
movie,
proven
by
fact-
the way.
Yeah, they have a higher IQ than any other language speakers. Phonetic language speakers have a higher IQ factually than any other speakers of any other language.
Because they have to like develop a higher like retention for
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, they have to modulate their dialects to convey meaning. So there's more meaning contained in a phonetic phrase than anything else could have. Because it connects
Also,
to your
just
emotional
with the
sense
construction of words, like,
Yeah.
I mean, pronunciation, so like Malayalam speakers are able to like speak majority of the language that exists in the world,
Exactly. Yeah, that's
like
true.
at least as fluent as it can get, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like even
That's where we're
Muslims
everywhere.
outside Kerala won't be able to pronounce Arabic words properly, but even if he's
But-
a
but-
Malayali, then yeah,
But Northeast never try, bro. Northeast never try. They're like, fuck all other languages. Hindi is
Oh,
the
but
best.
it's becoming
East or west.
mandatory. They have to learn one southern language because we have to learn Hindi.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's going to. Yeah, that's the thing they're going to be implementing.
Oh, that would be
fuck.
amazing.
that one language will probably be Tamil.
That would
Yeah.
change the whole game, dude. That would be
Yeah, dude. I think Faizi is right because Tamil people have been having an issue with this for like a long
Yeah, with
time.
so that's the thing. If Tamil people have to learn Hindi, Northeast have to learn like a southern language.
Yeah.
Southern
Dude,
Which
so
is
I
just-
went
So
to
Tamil was around way before Hindi ever was.
exactly, dude. Tamil is the oldest language in the world. Like in the history of
Yeah.
the world, it's older than fucking Sanskrit. Like for fuck's sake. And on top, like so, we went to Kodai.
Can you
this
just?
guy Yogi,
I mean,
me, and
are
all
you
those
sure
people.
it's the oldest language in the world? Like,
It
can
is.
you just-
It is.
It
It's
is
one of the
like,
oldest,
verified.
definitely. Like it's the first Dravidian language, I think.
even older than fucking Egyptian and
Greek.
No.
Yeah, it is. So the two
Hieroglyphs?
contenders for the oldest languages are Sanskrit and Tamil.
what? Are you serious?
Yeah, and
In the world?
Yeah, and Tamil is the oldest. Yeah.
How is that? Explain yourself, dude.
What do you mean explain
Yes.
yourself? So, did you know that Tamil Nadu or whatever, the Indian subcontinent, never used to be part of Asia for a long time? There used to be a whole other continent joined to Australia, and then it came and just fit into fucking the Indian subcontinent. So that's why the whole South Indian culture is so different from the North Indian culture. Like there's a whole history behind that.
But
There is if you go to caves in Palakkad and Changanasheri and all those places, you will find evidence of the Neolithic age. Like there are caves and there's language and a whole bunch of stuff over there.
But they say we all originated from Africa.
Yeah, I mean, but then we
That's
migrated.
human,
And then we
so
ran
that's
away.
way before language ever.
Yeah, before language was. I mean, there are musical instruments that predate language, so language wasn't as big a barrier as you think it was
I see.
once upon a time.
I see. Okay.
But then at the same time, like, so we went to Kodai and we almost got killed because we didn't know Tamil. And we said, like, in Hindi, we said, Piche jao, and that guy thought, Bahan chod. So he almost fucked us over. Yogi got punched in the nose. He was like bleeding from the
What the
face.
fuck?
he should have just stuck with Malayalam, dude. And then Parailoto go.
That's what I did eventually. So Yogi was there. He's from Andhra, right? So he started like, he was like Piche jao or something. It was like a really narrow lane, okay? And two cars had to go in opposite directions. And the guy heard ban Choth and he spent there was no clarification trying to be made. There's no effort from his side. He just gets out of the fucking car. Suddenly, the entire alleyway basically gets onto his side. Apparently, he knew all of them. And they started just like fucking around. And then they asked this guy to like marry his daughter because he called him Ben Choth. His sister.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? And all this while we were sitting inside the car and Yogi had his like glasses down. And so they were like punching him from there, and this random beggar is walking around. Okay, he also like stops by, like, hey, there's a punching session going on. I'm gonna do that right now. And then he goes and punches her in the face. He starts bleeding, and then this lady comes, and then I'm like speaking in Malayalam at this point to this lady, and she comes and diffuses the situation. That's when I figured that like ladies in Tamil Nadu have like a huge lot of power, you know.
Yeah. So we used to be a matriarchal society at one point.
Yeah.
Wait, South India was a matriarchal society?
Yeah, like way back.
Chulo, chulo, papi, chulo, 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 papi, chulo.
One of those words is pimp, by the way.
Chulo means pimp.
Yeah.
Pimp. In
Did you
which
know
language?
Balu means prostitute in Nepali?
I've known a lot of Balus.
Yeah, specifically.
Hey, apparently Pakistan and China are doing this joint research program called Randi. Is that a thing?
Does it mean like run and die? Suicide bombing program?
Let me just Google that. I need to be sure about that. I saw it in a RANDI.
Don't break. It's not November.
Yeah, as if I'm gonna break to some Indian font.
Barbie gets Devar.
MMS scandal.
Dude, it's a thing, dude.
Yeah, right. That's like a keyword search, right? MMS scandal.
No.
Yeah, bro,
Pakistan,
back when before smartphone was a thing.
no, Pakistan and China launched. Oh my god. Pakistan and China launched think tank named Randi.
Dude, I want to know the Pakistani guy who launched this. He must have struggled to keep a straight face. You know?
So Randi stands for Research and Development International.
Oh,
No.
my dude.
Why is the N there, dude?
I'm still concerned what they're researching and developing there, though.
Wait. Pakistan and China on Monday announced the launch of new think tank to focus on the development of their economic corridor. According to Pakistan Today, the name of the said project is Randi. Why is this not a thing, dude? Why haven't we made fun of it yet?
This is going on a
You
clip
should
on
flood
Instagram.
the page. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely do that.
Sign the ND.
Okay, so today's
Calling all
topic
Randis.
for today. Speaking
Yes.
of Randis,
Dating and smoke.
I don't like where it's going.
Brilliant segue. Brilliant.
Yeah. Pussy, you're a bit of a
Dating and
manhole.
smoking weed. Dating and smoking weed with pussy.
Yeah.
let's start with you. Let's start with your experience.
Okay,
dating
so
these two.
that is a very short story. I dated a chick before I started smoking weed, and then I did some shrooms, and I got really fucked up. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I broke it off with her. And then I dated a girl in college, okay? And I wasn't smoking weed then because I was getting slapped around. And when I got weed again, I was like, fuck this. And it became a
Directed by
nice
Robert
mutual fuck
White.
this.
What about you, Sugar Daddy? What's your experience?
I've had a huge experience. I think like I mentioned a bit of it in the previous episode. So I started off with a whole love triangle with one of my best friends.
I'm waiting until I become a wizard.
You're a lizard, Harry. do the
ഹാരിക്കുട്ട നീ ഒരു മന്ത്രവാദിയാണ്.
അല്ല നീ ഒരു ഓന്താണ് ഹാരി. നീ ഒരു ഓന്താണ്. You're a lizard, Harry.
Lizard is Palli, bro. What is
Palli? No, Palli is
Yeah,
gecko.
I mean,
Palli is a gecko.
Gecko. Yeah.
A lizard is
I
like
know.
all. Even Palli is a lizard. You know?
Yeah.
Lizard is a species, bro.
Yeah, it's a species.
Yeah. So anyway, in my case, I had like a whole love triangle going on, and then eventually that she dumped my best friend. Actually my best friend dumped her, and then I'm not sure which side of the story to be part of now, but yeah, so that happened. Somebody got dumped, and then entered me like into the scene, and then we like started talking and stuff like that, and she was like really outgoing in the beginning. Eventually she got like super depressed because of circumstances thanks to NIT, and then like shit really went down. But I'm proud that I've had like I've done it in like a lot of places in campus, like I know the sweet spots in I've had all sorts of circumstances.
That is like one thing that I haven't really done that much. Like I've stayed off campus for most of the time.
I've done it off campus. I've gone to Kochi to do it. I've done it in the lab. I've done it in the MB. I've done it in LLHC, ELHC. Name it, bro. Audi, wherever you name the place.
Sugar daddies left the streets all over.
That's pretty impressive, Sugar Daddy. That's actually very commendable.
Yes, commendable.
Like, they don't call me Sugar Daddy for nothing, bro.
And the only one who can beat this record is our man Pussy.
Yeah, our
Pussy. So enlighten us, Pussy. How did you reach enlightenment? When did you reach enlightenment?
Yeah, brother. Back in school itself, like from 8th or 9th.
Oh,
I see.
And
Started early.
it started underaged. Okay, let's go.
Early bird offer.
I was underage stupid.
I mean,
Black
like
should
we
be
mentioned
here.
like we mentioned on previous episodes, it's cool to be a pedo when you're underage because it'll just be your colleague.
You can't rape children if you're a child.
Usually, I increase your age and change as you grow up too.
Yeah, so that's why Faizi
Don't go
fucked
for
a
the
baby
15-year-old
in 8th
age,
grade.
Okay, yeah. Let's start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he was in the womb, right?
Yeah, full disclosure.
He fucked all the other
annoying.
sperms to be the winner of the whole race. Like, fuck you
He
guys.
got the only chick in there, the only female cell.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Faizi, let's
And
start
so
from
can
college.
Faizi,
Dude.
yeah.
Fuck school if it's not if it's not relevant. Let's start from
No,
college.
it's okay. Continue. It's okay, fine. Epstein didn't kill himself yet, so Epstein's not dead. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Hello, Faizi. Oh, he's gone.
Oh no.
Faizi, you're disconnected from clean feed, but you're still connected to my WhatsApp. So Faizi's coming back.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. A friend called.
A friend.
Oh,
friend
I
is
see.
me.
Really?
Oh, a friend.
Tell us more.
I see.
You have got a friend in me.
Yeah, that's the friend in need.
Yeah,
Start with us.
you've gone in a lot of friends.
So tell me about the
No,
first
you're not going
friend.
there. But yeah, anyway, the whole thing started back in 8th grade. And full disclosure, the singing thing was actually a big advantage.
Very instrumental.
Ah.
God, I don't know why you
Yes.
like this thing for singers.
Spotify is very good.
The singing scene was very instrumental, I see.
Very instrumental to
Instrumental
making
in
friends
air
with
quotes.
benefits. Yeah, okay.
So sometimes
He
when you
played a
get
lot of
tired
sax.
from playing, there are maths in the music club. I would suggest skip the maths.
Don't
Again,
even
just
step
relying
on
on
the
our
mats.
reach here. Like, I really hope none of the music club people listen to this, but it's
Yeah,
one of the
we have a
They
music
know.
club
the
person
place where I
listening to
kinda
us.
lost my V card. That's the place I lost my virginity. So yeah.
Oh, dude, we have something in common, Faizi.
You too, Sugar Daddy.
Yeah. Kiss, Faizi, more
campus
Faizi.
kalikkalam,
More
bro.
kiss matthire vishwasam undu, Faizi. എല്ലാ സുലൈമാനിയിലും ഇത്തിരി മോഹബത്ത് വേണം.
Oh my god.
No, that's great.
So anyway, yeah. So the whole shit started in 8th grade, and then first one was fucked up.
Okay. So first one out.
Basically,
Next.
First one, yeah. And then there were like some 4 or 5 in school, which was basically
4 or 5
4
out.
or 5 in
Next.
school.
just online shit. Bro, I grew up in Saudi. So
Oh,
shit. Dude, what are you, bro? Like, what the fuck are you?
dude. He grew up in Saudi.
I hope
trust me.
He's
I
a
hope-
goblin.
Because it was
A
freaking
singing
Saudi.
goblin.
they probably did it under the parda so that nobody saw it.
He stayed under the hijab. They pretended to be one
Yeah.
person.
Exactly.
That just happened with the one person that happened over there. Other than that,
really
everything was
happened?
just like waving and just staring at them while they're
Sneak
going into the
100.
bus and
Sneak 100, dude.
shaking hands, and that's the most PDA we get, most action we get.
Okay, now to college when shit goes down.
Oh yeah, okay. So first year there was a lot of Kodikali. I mean,
Yeah, of course. They didn't know. They
that's
didn't know who
basically how
pussy
everyone
was.
starts off.
They didn't know the magnet that pussy
Hey,
was.
he was UG. And he still hadn't started smoking pot.
Yeah. Oh no. At my 3rd week of college or something, I met God knows how.
Beard.
Sorry, I met Beard. Shit. Yeah, I met Beard. You realize how intense my Kodikali was. Like in S3 or something, there was some program happening in college.
And?
IST, some shit was happening. And then this random girl walks up to me, and then she asked me if my name is Faisal. I told her, yeah, what's up?
Oh.
She was like, do you know me? I'm like, no. Then I was like, I was trying to make a connection, but then I
This
couldn't.
is like how Rajan got beaten by the Russian mafia.
We're getting into the story. We're getting into the story.
Sorry.
That's a story for later.
No,
For
nothing.
another time.
Nothing special. Basically, like apparently I have hit on her roommate,
Oh. And
which I swear to God I don't remember.
oh my.
കോഴി പൊരിച്ചതാണല്ലോ കോഴി was lit.
That's it.
And so why was she like interested?
One-
Was she like trying to get in on the action?
Nope. She
So
was just
are you into threesomes?
trying to embarrass me, but
Okay, so that was first year.
so basically, most of the times whenever me and smoked up or drank, or I mean, me and Beard smoked up or drank together, it's always me who passed out first.
Yeah, so this
Then there was
cunt
this
right
one
here,
day-
right? He's the one that got me started on smokes. So I made him a drug addict.
Drug addict, yeah, literally from my first pack to cocaine, everything was this motherfucker. So then, yeah. Basically, we have dated the same girl, me and Beard. That
Really?
happened.
We both made the same mistake.
It wasn't very weird because we never acknowledged it happened.
Yeah, because I didn't really give a shit. I had my pot.
As in, like, we never spoke about it.
Okay, there's a lot of sharing going on here.
Yes.
Even Sugar Daddy's story had like a bunch of sharing. See, the female economy in the NITC is very low, I guess. The viable
But Faizi found his way.
viable female economy. But Faizi was high on stocks.
If there is a will, there is a way.
He invested in the right spots.
And then, yeah, basically, as so shit went down, that's when drugs started becoming the constant companion. And people who I did drugs with, and people who stayed with me until the end of college also.
Okay.
So basically, we got Faizi to
yeah,
smoke
I
pot.
thought-
But while we smoked pot and we were fucking other people over, he was down fucking people.
Yeah.
Right? Now, how hard was it
Yo,
to
that's
manage
it, yeah.
both smoking pot?
I have-
So the main point of this conversation is how hard was it to balance both of this? because in my experience, it has been like very very difficult. My first one in college was when I was pretty clean and nothing was really going on. That ended by the end of first year, and my second one was during my mad stoning days, and that one relationship kind of blew up in my face because she ratted on my habits to my
Yeah.
family.
To who?
Be careful, kids. This is a
Hey
tale
guys,
of warning.
sorry, 1 second.
So yeah, got fucked over.
So, did you finish talking about your first
Yeah.
GF?
Yeah.
Batting out.
Oh no, the second one is much worse. It is a tale of warning because she may turn out to be a bitch. I will tell your parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
she
that's
pretty
why I
much
was waiting
ratted-
for the second one.
She pretty much ratted out my habits to my family, and ended up my mom had to come stay with me.
Shit got
and,
real.
Yeah, and then I had to do everything more UG than I was doing before.
Hey, muscle. Didn't I meet you around that time?
Yeah. You did. You
Yeah,
did.
that is when a lot of shit was going down.
Yeah, but like I somehow managed to get through that pretty fine, and
And then you went on to the next one also.
no, I never went on to the next one.
Yeah, but what about that Somali?
Somali. What?
Somali.
Something even this is something even I am not aware of.
Soman.
Your aura.
No, that wasn't
Oh
first year.
shit, sure. Oh, that was the other guy.
That was
Oh
first
shit,
year.
sorry.
That wasn't when that was like the initial Cuddy, the Cuddy
Yeah,
phase.
Yeah.
The
Never
Cuddy-
mind.
Yeah.
No,
This-
then, yeah, okay.
This was more like a rebound that went too long. This
Yeah,
lasted for a
yeah,
year,
yeah.
like a whole entire
And
year.
then he found that his true love was pot.
Then I realized
She
that
was too Nardan though.
yeah, that was true. Oh,
She was too Nardan, and I initially thought like she would be good influence for you because of your erratic habits.
yeah, but like
But she
I don't think
ratted
anyone
out.
can really change me unless I want to change myself. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people work.
so,
Unless you're in Russia.
Oh.
so I was a fail on her part. That was a big L because I ended up fine. Oh, and the whole thing was no one really told me that this happened. So shit just started going down around me, and I eventually realized that this was why, because I got ratted out on. So then I realized that the only person who knew about this and would rat me out was her, and I
Wow.
broke up with her, and she broke my
You have to
glasses.
deduce it.
Yeah, I mean like chicks are really complicated that way, bro. Like they say something on one point and then they just like.
Oh, but then I was very upfront with her. Like even before I started, dating her, I was like the first. She
I
actually.
mean, but
took-
that's the thing, right? Like, see, how can they make decisions for you? Like, they're not your mom or something.
Oh no!
And I
See, the
think
thing is,
feel
I
like
was
a lot
very
of chicks have that.
I was very upfront with all the things I used to do. Like even before it started, I was like, yeah. So this is me. I do all of this. If you and the thing was, she kind of told me that she likes me. So when she said that, I was like, okay, this is me. This is how I work. This is what I do. And then she was like, yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. I was like, okay, fine. If you can deal with that, then have fun.
Exactly my point. Like, they have this whole God complex, basically like Messiah complex or whatever. Like they are going to make you better or whatever. Like they see some bunch of Mallu movies and they're like, okay, this is what I should be doing, and then they just like take over your life for no reason.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, bitch, like chill, man. Like I am trying to figure shit out already.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Faizi,
sugar daddy. I
Faizi.
think like that's very common everywhere.
not
Like,
everywhere. I don't think
There'll be
it's-
that initial resistance with any girl who is brought up in an Indian, upbringing
Indian,
kind of shit.
yeah. Indian. Definitely Indian.
But then the point is, if you just sit through that and like if you just stop giving a shit about them giving a lot of shit, two things can happen. Either they'll just fuck off, they'll be like, no, fuck this bitch, I'm going, or they'll be like, okay, whatever, let him do whatever the fuck he wants, and they'll stay.
Unless they get other people involved. I didn't
No,
give
so
a
mine-
shit.
mine-
I just stopped giving
so
a shit
mine-
after a while. But she got other people involved.
So mine thought
Really?
that
Yeah.
I was cool because I smoked weed at some point, and then just like turned like did a complete U-turn She was like, I didn't want you to like smoke weed and stuff like that. I was like, what the fuck?
And
man?
it ended up that she was also into
Yeah,
that
exactly.
after a while.
Exactly. And I was doing it in a much more healthy way anyway. So.
So that
This
brings
is
me-
why you remain dedicated to pot.
that brings me to a nice story. So I went for this TEDx conference with Sugar Daddy's ex. As you know, like.
Oh, wow.
And so as soon as I reached there, my first instinct was to find pot.
Mysore
Even
mango.
yeah. So I found it, and then I went into the conference, and I went into the compound where this was happening, and they had like an extensive bag scanning and stuff like that, but like they couldn't scan this out because it was in my pocket. And then I go in and like nobody else bought pot, and everybody wanted to smoke up. So I was kind of like the MVP there, and I was very bountiful with my donations. But anyway, at the end of the day, Sugar Daddy's ex and me are like in our room, and I rolled this like big fat doobie, like big one. She looks at it, she gets scared.
You
she
called
runs
me
away.
that night.
Yeah.
You called me that night.
She looks at it, she gets scared, she runs away, literally.
So you went out a big one and she ran away.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
You pulled a Louis C.K.
No, so right after this happened, he called me or he messaged me or something. He's like, so this happened. And I had like a good fucking laugh.
So the whole point of that, like, she was in my room, was to like stone out, okay? So I was like, okay, fine. Want to stone out? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a massive one, and then we'll like, get blazed. But nope. She's like, I am not feeling well, and she left. So yeah, that was like my I think my biggest interaction with Sugar Daddy's ex.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, so speaking of the balancing thing,
She met so many pleb people on that TEDx trip, bro.
She
So
did,
many
yeah.
plebs.
There were so many
Oh
plebs,
my
dude.
God.
I was like, why did I do this? By the end of
Oh yeah, I showed up for one meeting of that TEDx thing and then I fucked off because I realized it was a trap.
But like, me and Sugar Daddy were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys left when I got in. So I was like, oh no.
Yeah, pussy. So what was your balancing tips? Tips to balance?
Yes.
oh, that thing didn't come there. Okay, I finished the dialogue.
Yeah, tips to balance.
Yeah, bro. So I told you, there will be an initial resistance, but if you fight through it, and at the end, most of them like give up. I mean, they give in.
They give in to.
Basically, like, I have
But
dated
I feel-
three
I feel
people in college, and I've made all three of them start smoking up.
Brilliant. True comrade.
Once they get into
That is that. Communist
Like, honestly-
total propaganda. Shit right there.
exactly.
So I
Everyone
tried
do your
really
thing. I work
hard.
for the
Okay?
Soviet nation.
I tried really hard to do this, but it never happened.
I just have fun in just fucking over people with salvia. I realize that's my true calling.
No, but I think we should do it. We
Oh,
should
no.
do it proper. Like eventually, we should do it properly. Like we should go to Mexico and or we should find the real leaves and do it like properly, not the
The
dried
leaves
one.
are cheap. You want me to get the leaves? I can get them on eBay.
What? Are you serious? Can we grow
Yeah,
one
it's
of these?
fucking-
Can you grow one
Yeah,
of
it's
these?
mint. It's mint, bro.
Can you find seeds of this and can we just grow it?
There's some
somewhere?
growing at campus, just saying. Outside the library. Jim showed me.
Oh. Just casually putting it up there. To
But I
anybody
don't- I don't
listening.
know.
Yeah, just grab a
please
couple of
approach the
leaves.
library.
No, I searched all around the library. I heard the story and I searched all around the library with reference pictures. And I couldn't find any of them.
True wisdom is not inside the library, it is outside.
No, but can you get seeds? Beard?
Yeah. Dude, it's all on eBay. All this is completely legal stuff.
Isn't
This-
isn't salvia legal?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, salvia is completely legal. It's a mint, bro. They a lot.
Yeah, it's a mint.
It's legit a mint.
So, talking of salvia, how has music transcended your what was the band we had for today, dude? What was the
Thaikkudam
band?
Bridge.
Thaikudam, because
Thaikkudam.
Faizi's favorite
since
band.
Faizi's
Faizi is their number one fan.
Hey,
Thaikkudam Bridge is number one fan.
Who's your favorite god? Who's your favorite god?
Who's your favorite chick in Thaikkudam Bridge, bro?
There are no chicks in Thaikkudam Bridge. Trick question.
Faizi made a name for himself singing Thaikkudam Bridge songs.
More or less, but yeah, I don't know what his name is, but okay.
His entire profession was based on Thaikkudam Bridge's songs. He probably got 2 out of the 3 pussies because he was singing Thaikkudam Bridge songs.
So the best thing about Faizi's music taste, right, is that it was completely Eastern before I corrupted him, and he started listening to literal metal. So
Yep. Very, very true.
So Thaikkudam Bridge was
until
that.
reaching college, until first year.
yeah, Thaikudam Bridge was the balance
The
for
balance.
Faizi.
Bro, even Thaikudam started only
bridge.
after college.
Yeah.
Thaikkudam Bridge was the bridge.
Reaching college, I literally knew like 10 Western songs, and that included Justin Bieber's Baby and I'm a Barbie Girl and shit like that.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Okay,
Oh God.
we're gonna cut that
Pussy,
part.
are you
We're
are you
gonna cut
comfortable
that.
with sharing this?
We're gonna cut that part
I'm not
out.
ashamed of it because yeah, that's how low I was.
embrace all of yourself, huh? Embrace all of you.
Obviously, bro, it's a part of who I was. It's not necessarily that I liked it, okay? That's the only shit that I knew.
Okay, he knew it. He knew only a few
No,
songs.
so he used to like listen to all Yeshudas and stuff, and then like there was Barbie Girl, so he's like all Western music is Barbie Girl, so fuck Western music.
Basically, yes. Not Barbie Girl, but I thought it was all Justin Bieber.
Yeah, because he thought Barbie Girl was pretty lit, bro. He was like, Barbie Girl, that's the shit. Not every song can be this.
Bro, Barbie Girl had the first
People wave to it and fuck.
Oh, but like I'm a Barbie Girl was like my first introduction to Western music too. Because like I was like,
Oh, wow.
I think
heavy, bro, heavy.
I was like 5 years old and I was
Oh,
like,
my
"I'm a
sister hit
Barbie
me
girl."
with my sister
What
hit
are
me
those
with
dolls?
like Welcome to the Jungle.
Wait,
Oh.
which one is that?
My sister
fuck,
started me
Guns
off
N'
with
Roses.
Welcome to the Jungle
Guns
by
N'
That's a good part
Guns N'
having
Roses.
elder siblings.
And then she showed me a
Part of
dog.
having elder siblings.
Oh, my sisters showed me a bunch of stuff. So basically, the first thing I asked her was like, "Who the fuck are these people? I like them." And then she showed me a documentary on them, and that's how I know rock stars do drugs.
This is
Dude, my
Actual
sister said
work
she has
is what
panic
we
attacks. I
aspire.
sent her swads. I sent her like an entire To Be Kind album. Like,
and
take
she
it,
had a
cure for
full
your
on
panic
mental
attack.
breakdown. She had a full on mental breakdown.
Yeah, and she saw the other side.
This is what real panic is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Thaikkudam Bridge. What do you like?
So yeah, then in first year,
Did
Vishnu
they,
showed
do they have a lot
this
of
thing.
songs though? Thaikkudam
Chopsy.
Bridge, like I felt like all
They're putting out a new album soon,
Soon.
with
With Guthrie
Guthrie
on
Kavan on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're
Yes.
featuring Guthrie, yeah, Marco Miniman and
Yes,
So I've
Nama.
only heard 3 songs of
Pretty fucking cool,
Thaikkudam
yeah.
Bridge. Urumba, that Shiva song.
Okay.
Hey, Urumbu was
Yeah.
nice, bro. Urumbu was a really good song.
Hey, Faizi.
Shiva.
I mean,
Hey, Shiva.
pussy. Can you sing?
I thought we were not going to talk about it.
Can you sing a Thaikkudam Bridge song? Because this is an opportunity we'll never get ever again. Just do it, dude. Who
Hey,
cares?
but
No one
seriously,
listens to this.
seriously, Faizi, go
Nobody
for it.
will listen this
Seriously.
far. Nobody.
Your,
Not a
name,
single
your name is
person will
beeped
listen
out.
this far.
Nobody knows it's you. Yeah. in case Surya
Okay.
listens to it, your name is beeped out, so nobody knows.
Even we don't listen this far into the
Okay,
podcast.
I'll go with Shiva itself.
Sing.
Hey, I listen all the way through. Huh?
Mhm.
That's how it should be
Okay.
listened to.
Oh yeah, you do some air drumming, bro.
Sing, Bala. Sing.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You just can't hear it. It's air drumming.
അറപ്പിച്ച് പോയി
Come on,
No.
dude.
Continue.
What is this?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. പാടാം.
നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാരും നിർബന്ധിച്ചാൽ ഞാൻ പാടുന്നത്
दिल ही दिल में सजा गए इस धरा पे हम पले की आदियो बरसात है पुलसे रहे गर्दिशों में बोले तेरे सिवा अब शहनाए है तेरी है शिव शंभो है शिवा है शिवा है शिवा है शिवा. Yeah. Then cue drop. Good.
Pussy, can I have your number, pussy? Pussy, can I get your number, please?
Sorry, എന്റെ സെയിം അതിന് അനുവദിക്കുന്നു. I'm sorry.
Just shout out your number just in case anybody
No, Pussy is the made man now.
Could you change the video, please?
We have a clip for Instagram.
Pussy is a one-man woman now.
Oh yeah, there was this one time in third year or something, we were supposed to perform IDA and was my drummer. So we were just on the stage and we were just about to go and perform. And right before getting on stage, gave this like entire packet of the M. Like it had no M in it, but then there was all the leftover powder in it. So he was like, just give it a good lick. So I was like, okay, fine, yeah, cool. Like licked it nice and tight. I had that chili taste in the back of the mouth and we went on stage. I was like, okay, this is just a tiny quantity. It's not gonna do much. But the thing was, we did like some 5-6 lines around half an hour back. And then the song started. And it started off decent. So the first bit went decent. And as the chorus started, I realized that the song is either too slow. I don't know if it's going slow or like if it's actually slower than the actual tempo. I'm like, okay, something is wrong. So I turn around to I tell him, bro, tempo good. So he doesn't do anything. He plays in the same tempo. I'm like, okay, fine. So either it's because of the smoke and shit he didn't see me, or he's actually like slowly progressing to that. So the second chorus also happened, and even then he wasn't changing the tempo. And by then I was like, okay, this is very slow. We have to do something about this. And then I went closer to him, and I was like, tempo good. And then like, nope, fuck you. Just go and sing. Yeah, that's when I realized it was the M doing and knows about his shit than me.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I
I've
trust
never
that
thought of
motherfucker
that,
on drugs and on an
like
instrument.
these rock stars who go on stage like high as fuck. Like how they keep tempo. Like, that's actually pretty impressive. That's actually really impressive.
Hey,
Fucking Ozzy
that's because
Osbourne.
I am the only one that's trained like a beast, motherfucker. I can teach almost.
Would you like to?
No. You know how much of a pain it is to like even like I've had my share trying to tell Mamsi to use a metronome. Okay, it took 3 years. And Bear finally uses the metronome, but he doesn't use it right.
He plays it on the background.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A metronome is a thing that goes beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, Thaikkudam Bridge is a good band.
Oh.
We can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
We can
I think it's not
recommend
over.
it. If you want as
So bro,
much
from
pussy
that
as
whole
pussy's getting,
Devasabadalam
you should
Harimurligaram vibe.
probably listen to Thaikkudam Bridge. If you need the same amount of pussy as pussy's getting, Thaikkudam Bridge is the key to that.
Yes, just go acoustic, Thaikkudam Bridge, and you will get as much pussy as pussy got pussy.
Yeah.
Too many pussies in that sentence, and yeah.
Alright, so tip of the day. Tip of the day is how to manage pot and dating. My tip would be to get into a relationship only with stoners if you're planning to stone.
Not necessarily.
My tip would
That's
be
my tip. Like from my
just smoke the
experience.
pot. Just smoke the pot because relationships are just a myth that the government is trying to sell you. So don't do that.
Marriage is an
Just smoke
institution.
And
No. Dating is the system. I do not want part of that system. I do not subscribe to your primitive theories of relationships.
I'm back.
Sugar Daddy, we're on just the tip. How to balance dating and stoning.
How to balance dating and stoning? Basically, don't talk to your chick.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
It's not dating then.
No, I mean like, bro, like the whole thing was that like when I used to basically be stoned all the time when I was dating, and most of the time people had no idea. Oh fuck! I have background music, nice. So most of the time people had no idea.
Where's
But
the
there was this
background
one
music?
time. That's Rice.
The background
Rice.
music would make
Rice. Yeah, only Rice will listen to such gay ass shit.
So there was this one time when I had like an entire session where like three of her friends wound me up, and then they were just like telling me to quit smoking, like in a very caring way or whatever, and that ended with me telling her to fuck off. Like they were like, smoking is injurious to health and all. I'm like, yeah, I see that in movies, and I just say, I wave at them as they pass by. And then it got to a point where she was like so I basically like my previous relationship didn't work out because of this and all that, and I'm like, you knew this getting into it anyway. So what is the point like talking about it now? And it's not, and I've never like really misused my drug habits or whatever. Like I've always been in the vibe. Like I've never like gone out of my way.
Yeah,
or
never been
whatever.
abusive or anything like that. That's what you
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. So I
Yeah,
didn't
don't do that.
I didn't see any reason. I didn't see any reason to be
Unless you gotta slap
alarming
someone.
about it. Yeah, exactly. I see, bro. I was like a pretty good hippie kind of a guy back then. I used to like do my thing in one side, and I used to like vibe with everybody. So that was my nature. So I was not like destructive in any way. I had other issues like with respect to my sugar levels fluctuating, and a whole bunch of other scene was going on, but that had nothing to do with my drug use. And honestly, like I didn't like her trying to get into that whole thing. So yeah, that was my thing. And yeah, so I would say like just keep it low key. Don't talk about it much. Don't bring it up in conversations. If you are a good stoner, then like you know how to camo anyway.
But that doesn't work in like a live-in relationship or something like that. So that's what I said.
Yeah.
Like, only date a stoner.
See,
you're
like
planning to
that's the
stone.
thing. That's another thing that I wanted to say, that like most relationships in college are basically a complete scam, unless like you move in together later on, like you get like a job in the same city or something.
But those
like
can
that,
also
and
be
then you move in.
scams.
Yeah.
Exactly. At that time, it's important that you are dating a
Like
stoner.
I said, the whole thing is
Otherwise-
a scam. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
They're selling it to you. Don't buy into this.
But you're
Hey,
having
do
a
not
good
be
IAS
tricked, young
IAS
child.
spree. Beard, you're having a good IAS spree. You cannot speak. You can shut the fuck up.
Look, this is nothing. I get some point.
You're dating a stoner chick who
I
has
don't-
good music taste.
So Beard
You
is
shut the fuck up.
Beard is paying for his plug in kind.
In kind. Yeah. He's like, you get the stuff, I'll set the vibe.
Beard is Beard is a hoe. No. is a dope hoe.
Dope hope.
Look, it's a way to keep away from pot. Like my only source of pot is to socialize. Then I don't want pot much.
Okay, Faizi. Pussy, what's your tip of the day? We're winding up, so we need like a final word from you on how to manage.
Bro, tip of the day. I mean, it doesn't really matter if the girl you're dating is a stoner or not. It's just that you have to be nice, that's all. And like, you don't even have to do fancy shit and all, just have to be nice to them generally. Because, trust me, like, Indian guys are basically pretty much bitches. And like, both guys and girls here are insecure, but the guys' insecurity come out in terms of like, harassing and comments and shit like that. I'm talking about the more, local crowd of our place. And at the same time, this insecurity works with girls that they would literally just be okay being with someone who's actually just nice to them. So if you are nice to them, they actually wouldn't care if you're a stoner or not, or a druggie or not after a certain point. I mean, that initial resistance will be there, but then it wouldn't matter after a point of time, is what I have experienced.
Okay, that's Faizi's just the tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
And with that,
And
I
with
think
that-
I think we can wind
So I
up.
just popped ecstasy. just happened.
So I think we can
I think it's time to wind up.
wind up. Yeah.
Wind up, yeah.
So
Good night, motherfuckers. Freak ass bitches.
Fuck y'all. Go back.
Throughout my blood seems to curdle up, building up inside. It's the poison that gets me feeling numb. Can't you see that I'm doing so fine?